Good evening, Lizzie boys, and welcome back to my channel. So, today I kind of misled you guys in the title. This isn't a full-on collection tour, just because that would probably take forever to do. I have over 500 Monster High dolls, and unfortunately I'm not capable of showing you all of them at this time, especially not in one video, unless you guys want like an hour-long video, but I am not capable of making a video that long yet. I don't really... For one, I don't have time, and for two, I don't have the editing software. I film on an iPad, and it doesn't have a whole lot of storage, so don't want to make this video longer than my device can handle. So yeah, this is just going to be like, maybe a part 1. So yeah, with that disclaimer out of the way, let's get into the video. So today I wanted to sort of try to do a bit of a doll collection video, because one of my most requested videos ever, other than like revealing my face for some reason, I don't know why you guys care. This is what I look like. This is me. Roxy, this is me, is what I look like. But yeah, anyway, the second most requested video is for me to do an updated Monster High collection tour. So, the last time I did one was probably back in 2020, 2018, it was a long time ago. So, a lot of things have changed since then, and yeah, we're gonna start with the basic shelves in my room, and I can't really get into inbox stuff because it's all away in storage, so we're gonna do what we can, and this video, if it starts to run long, I'll do a part 2 tomorrow. So yeah, let's begin. So normally something that I would do would be showing you guys dolls I have on the floor and stuff first, but I figure it's better to just start with the actual shelves. So we're gonna start on the lowermost shelf I have on these two white shelves, which is this one. So this shelf has a lot of random stuff on it, but I do keep a couple Monster High dolls here, like my Marisol Coxie? I don't remember how they said her name in the episode. It's been years. But this doll I got at the flea market. I kind of pieced her together over time. I'm still missing one of these orange things for her. And I have my School's Out Frankie. I also have a Laguna in the back. That is the Scarus Laguna. And behind Frankie, I have Ghouls Chat Katrine, Art Class Scalita, and in the very corner, it's very difficult to see her, but the doll in the very corner is actually Gloom Beach Frankie, the 2015 reproduction, not the original. Moving up a shelf, we reach my Comic-Con collection. So you guys have probably seen this shelf a lot if you recognize my channel, just because I am constantly showing this display off. I'm very proud of it. I got all of these dolls, the majority of them at launch. Only a couple were secondhand, for example, Scara and Hoodooed, who I famously found at the flea market, Ghoulia, who I bought online for around $200. She was paired with another doll, who I will point out later. Frankie was a gift from Mattel. They sent her to me as PR. Widona was bought after release, I believe. She was a Christmas gift. My mom gave her to me for Christmas. And Manny and Iris, they were a gift, so I did not pay for them either. We also have my Nephra Denial first edition. She's complete, and she is the reason I started going to the flea market as much as I do, because I found her around a week or two before I found Scara. Valentine and Wisp I bought on eBay right after Comic-Con. I got a pretty good price on them. My black and white Frankie, brand new in box. This is one of my few Comic-Con dolls that I left in the box. I bought her for around $166 in 2020, very late 2020. I couldn't believe I got that price then. We've got my Sweet 1600 Cupid, Forbidden Love Claude, Scarnival Draculaura, First Wave Venus, Garrot Duroc. He was actually the second doll I ever bought off of Mercari, Porter Geis, and in the very, very back, it gets a little more difficult to see, but in the very back behind Porter, that is my first Venus ever, Music Festival. Next to her, we have my Zombie Shake Rochelle and Zombie Shake Venus. And in the corner there, you can tell from the umbrella, but that is Dracubecca from Freaky Fusion, the fusion of Draculaura and Rebecca. And in the very, very corner is my Gloom Beach Ghoulia. I love that doll. I got her like back in 2015, I want to say. I bought her on eBay for no reason. I just decided I liked that doll. And I kind of banished her to the corner, which sucks. But yeah, that is the first shelf. The second shelf is where I keep a lot of my first edition dolls. For example, we've got First Wave Ghoulia, First Wave Laguna, First Wave Cleo and Deuce. These two have gold elastics in their legs, as does Claudine, and my Frankie. My Frankie is interesting, actually. This Frankie is a first batch doll, which just means that the pegs in her arms are straight rather than having the little notch that they're supposed to, and her diary had staples in it rather than being sewn together. We've also got my first edition Abby. This is one of the only dolls I've ever gotten on this shelf in the box. Okay, that's a very big exaggeration. I got Gigi in the box. This isn't the Gigi that scares me, by the way. So I also have Rochelle Goyle, the Werecat twins, Kirsty all the way in the back with Batsy next to her. Batsy is right there. You can see her. We've got Zombie Gaga, another doll I got in the box, Claudia Wolf, who I got on eBay, Jennifer Long, who was one of my first Monster High dolls ever. She holds a very special place in my heart because of that, so I try to keep her as close to the front as possible, but unfortunately, a pink demon is blocking her. Behind my Claudine, we have both versions of Howleen. Why did your neck bend like that? We've got her 13 Wishes and her original design. I decided to put both of them next to each other. Behind Abby, we have Honey Swamp. She is just one of my favorite characters ever, and not just because we share a birthday, January 28th. I've also got my Operetta and my Twyla. Twyla was bought secondhand, as was Operetta, but my Operetta was in like alarmingly good condition. I love her. Behind Operetta, we have Spectra Vondergeist. And in the very back, we have some more original dolls. We've got Katrine Demew, Scalita Calaveras, and Viperine Gorgon all the way in the back. I know some of you may be wondering right now, why don't you just move all the dolls so we can see all of them individually? No, that's way too much effort. So this shelf is going to be a bit more difficult just because I'm kind of short and I'm going to have to like lean over a lot to show you what's on here, so we're just going to start at the front. We've got my Vendala doubloons and River Styx, both dolls that I got when they were new in stores and love very dearly. My Gloom and Bloom Jennifer Long, who was a grail for the longest time and I managed to get just last year in a lot for like $100. And I sold all the other dolls in the lot, meaning I didn't pay a dime for her after all of that. We also have my complete Sweet Screams collection of Ghoulia, who I got in the box, Frankie, who my friend Zombie X Corn actually sent me the listing for her, which was crazy. He helped me get her for $11. My Draculaura, who I got secondhand for $20. She was like my first Mercari purchase ever. And Abby, who I got in the box. I love this collection so much. It's so good. Right behind Abby is my Freak du Chic Jennifer, and behind Draculaura, okay, it's easier to tell from the legs, actually, but, yeah, all the way in the back is Amanita Nightshade, actually. She's probably really, yeah, she is deep back there, but Amanita is in the back of my shelf. We've got 13 Wishes Frankie all the way in the back. Directly behind Sweet Screams Frankie is my Schools Out Laguna, who I actually got new in box and opened just randomly one day. My Ghouls Night Out Laguna is back there, too. You can see her shoes. The Forbidden one is all the way in the back. That Gigi fucking scares me because I remember where I got all my other dolls except for her. I've ranted about it before, multiple times. My Art Class Rebecca and my 13 Wishes Abby are right behind Sweet Screams Ghoulia. This Abby, I Heart Fashion, is special to me. I got her as a birthday present and I love her so much. I got her in the box and I opened her myself. I also have Ghouls Rule Abby back there, Boo York Caddy, my Frankie. I've got Perry and Pearl back there as well. We've also got my Freak du Chic Frankie and my Scarily Ever After Frankie. And right behind these two is Finnegan Wake, who is a doll that I feel like most people don't realize that I have because I never talk about him. That's why it's fun to go over my collection like this. But yeah, those are shelves 2 and 3. This shelf is where things get a bit messier just because I have a ton of dolls on here. So down here are 3 dolls I just don't have stands for. We have Physical Dedication Ghoulia, Escape from Skull Shores Laguna, and Draculaura. Gloom Beach Draculaura, yeah. Sometimes my brain just kind of stops working during these videos. We also have my Freak du Chic Honey Swamp. This is the other doll that I got paired with my Comic Con Ghoulia. This is a basic Saran Ghoulia with elastic legs who is wearing the Comic Book Club fashion pack in its entirety. She also has an additional accessory. She's wearing a very important monster tag, which is around her neck. It's very cool. I have Dance Class Howleen, We have Fierce Rocker's Caddy. Behind Dance Class Howleen, we have some more dolls. I keep all of my Skulltimate Roller Maze dolls at the back. We've got Operetta, Claudine, Abby, and Frankie. Abby is the one in the corner there, and Frankie is that one. We also have Operetta here from the Scaratage line. We have my not Freak du Chic, my Boo York Luna Matthews, Caddy, you're in the way, you're distracting me. Ghoul's Getaway Elizabeth, New Scaremasters Twyla. New Scaremaster Twyla is right there. I also have the Diner dolls, both of them. I keep them together. We have Operetta and Draculaura. My basic Caddy is on the shelf there, as is LED. They're both behind those two. I also have Art Class Abby. And behind this doll is my I Heart Fashion Venus. Very happy to have her. And I Heart Fashion Widona. We also have my Haunted Spectra and the Freak du Chic Claudine. I love this doll. Behind Freak du Chic Claudine is another one of her dolls. It is the Killer Style doll. In the very back, we have Lorna McNessie, Dead Gorgeous Abby, who is right behind Heath. We have Ghoulia from the Dead Tired line, Invisibility. Haunted Rochelle is right behind Widona, and my new Scaremaster Caddy is right behind this Spectra. So that's all the dolls on this shelf. That was a little harder just because it's getting dark out all of a sudden. But yeah, that would be shelf 4. Though I do also have one random Claudine right here on the Novi Stars shelf. Though it's not really a Novi Stars shelf. It's kind of a random shelf, but this Claudine is here. Gonna skip this one because it's an Ever After High shelf, but up here is where I keep the modern day collector dolls as well as just some random ones. We have Haute Couture Cleo, Frankie, Claudine, and Draculaura, as well as Laguna, all on display together with each other. And, yeah. As you guys know, these 3 were gifts from Mattel. They sent them to me as PR, which was like the best day of my life. It was pretty epic. I've also got Ghoullux Ghoulia here, who I bought myself, and Candy, who is a PTMI birthday doll. If you don't know what that means, basically at the Mattel Indonesia factory, if you're an employee and you work there and it's your birthday, they will give you a doll made specially for you and the other employees whose birthdays are in that year. This is the doll from, I want to say 2013, maybe 2012. This is one of the only ones that used a Monster High head sculpt and body, so she's cool. I got her for like 18 bucks from Indonesia. In the back, we've got my Serena. We also have Bonita Femur. We've got Headmistress Bloodgood and Nightmare. My Comic-Con Raven Queen is back there as well, and we've also got Avia Trotter in the back. So that would be shelf number 5. As you can see, going through this already took like 10 minutes. Actually, we might be going on like 15 right now. I don't know how long this video currently is. So I'm gonna try to speed through the top up here, especially because I can't reach up there, so we're gonna do our best. I keep all of my frightfully tall dolls up here except for Draculaura and Elizabeth, who are put away new in box in the closet. I have my basic Elizabeth, my Freak du Chic Twyla. I also have Scarnival Claude, the couples 2-pack of Cleo and Deuce. What was that pack called? I don't remember. We've got this second release of Calliope. I have both of Calliope's releases on this shelf together. I also keep my basic Holt and Jackson up here. I've got my Coffin Bean Frankie up here for some reason, and some inbox dolls. Those inbox dolls include Ghoul Spirit Frankie. Right behind her is Claudine from Ghoul's Rule. I also have a First Wave Frankie in the box up there. That is my Operetta, Frights Camera Action Operetta. Right there, that's her. That doll is a Cupid, a Heartstruck Cupid, and that is my Comic-Con Rebecca and Hezekiah 2-pack, kept in the box because I'm too scared to try to open it and destroy the box, which I don't want to do. So, yeah, this is just one part of my collection, these 2 main shelves here. Unfortunately, that's all I can do today because my camera will start collapsing on me otherwise. So I'm gonna save these 2 shelves for another day, as well as this one over here, because this is where I keep more Monster High dolls. And this shelf over here. We're gonna cover those later. So yeah, stay tuned for part 2, and let me know if you guys would like more commentary about the actual dolls. As I mentioned, I remember where I got all of them, so I don't know, maybe one day I'll like open a request box and you guys can ask me, oh, where did you get this doll? And I can tell the story of that and go through it. I don't know. But yeah, as always, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. leave your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!